I never thought I'd make it here, Dad. And I don't want you to feel like it's your fault, like you weren't there, because you were. You were there when many wouldn't have been. You accepted me when many wouldn't have. I know you loved me, even when I couldn't love myself.
I never doubted you, Coop. I always knew you'd be extraordinary.
I used to think you didn't like me. Mom always said you never wanted kids. I thought the less I bothered you guys, the less you'd hate me. I never meant to actually disappear.
Your mom, she never meant to hurt you. She always wanted what was best for you.
I feel like she never really understood me. Never knew who I was or who I am. I was never the kid she wanted. One morning, I was supposed to be getting ready for school, and she walked into my room and I was just laying there on the floor crying. She snorted and said we were going to be late.
I should have done more. I should have helped and reminded you every day how special you are, how much we cared, how special you always have been.
Well, you're here now, aren't you? That's what counts.
Why were you crying that day?
It just happens, I guess. Sometimes it's all just so much. There's nothing really else to do. It's like my brain is at war with me, and it didn't matter how much I hid in my room or at Jamie's. It always caught up with me. Nowhere to run.
Sorry you had to go through that.
I know.
I wish you told me. When you're hurting, you always kept it inside. You never let anybody in. I could see your pain every day, and I just felt helpless. Like I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even do my job.
I wanted to tell you. I always did, but I didn't know how. I thought that if I didn't cause any trouble, you'd have no reason to be mad at me for being myself.
I would never. You're your own person, Coop. You can be whoever you want to be.
I didn't know that. Not when I thought I wasn't worth your time.
I was always so happy when you'd come into my office late at night and just sit there with me. Like that time you told me about you and Jamie.
God, I was terrified. I thought I shouldn't have to come out because straight people don't. But I wanted you to know that there was someone in my life. I wanted so desperately for you to know me.
Yeah, me too. You were always so hard to reach, though. I don't know what I did wrong. I never wanted you to think you couldn't just come to me about anything, anytime.
I never thought it was your fault. I just felt like I wasn't worth the bother.
Look, I know you're an adult now and you don't really need me anymore, but you can come to me anytime about anything, really.
It's okay, Dad. It's not like that anymore.
Would you tell me more about what it was like?
I can, yeah. There's honestly a lot I don't remember. I blacked out a lot of that ugly stuff. I think your brain doesn't like it when you can barely take a breath without feeling like you're not worth it. For a while I kept a journal. I thought it could help. But to be honest, sitting down and reliving all those thoughts I had during the day was just an excuse to make myself suffer a little more. So I stopped. Hurting myself was my specialty. Sometimes it felt like my own body didn't belong to me. I wanted to crawl out of it, bare my soul for everyone to see. I felt like no one was looking, but at the same time, The second someone looked, I pushed them away. I didn't know how to let people in, especially those I cared about. I couldn't offer my heart to others because I never thought they would take care of something I couldn't take care of myself. And Mom, it felt like I had to grieve a mother that never died. She still calls sometimes, but we haven't really talked in ages. I can't think of a time when we did.
I know she wasn't easy on you, but she did love you.
You always protected her. Even when you weren't together anymore.
I'm not protecting her, Coop. We made mistakes. Nothing's gonna take that back. We did the best we can. Nobody teaches this stuff. One day you're a kid, and the next one, you have to raise one yourself.
I don't think she should have ever been a mother. I never felt more alone than I did when she was in the room. It made me feel like I would never find someone who was going to love me. Not with this body, not when I could barely drag myself out of my bedroom. When I first moved out, I wasn't sure I was gonna make it. I didn't know how to take care of myself. I had never learned, and I felt like I had no reason to. I didn't talk to anyone. I barely left the apartment because I felt like there was no place for me. I couldn't bring myself to get help, maybe because I didn't think I deserved it. I don't know.
I used to pray at night. Pray that you were okay. That moving away would treat you better. That I thought somehow you'd be happier when you came here.
I was, eventually. It took some time. I'm not gonna pretend it didn't. At first, I wasn't sure this was the right place for me. I mean, I don't think any place would have felt right. I hoped and dreamed for so long of getting out that when I finally did, it felt anticlimactic. I thought magically everything would fix itself and I'd become this person with perfect friends and perfect life and perfect days. But it's hard. It's hard thinking you're worth a life at all when everyone around you is terrified of you. But when I ignored it, when I said fuck it and fuck them, I can do what I want, that's when it got better. I felt reborn. I changed my name. I wore what I wanted and told everyone about my pronouns. I felt at home, like people couldn't hurt me anymore, like I couldn't hurt me anymore. I started feeling like I wasn't such a waste of space anymore, like I was enough.
You know, when you told me you wanted to call yourself Cooper, I had no idea what I had done to deserve such an honor.
I always looked up to you. Even when I didn't show it, even when I didn't say anything or I'm tired was my entire vocabulary. I always knew I wanted to name myself after you, Dad.